What's up, YouTube? So I apologize for the shakiness of my phone. I apologize for maybe any sound, stuff like that. I am recording off my phone. So I was recently suggested to me that I should do a YouTube channel. Now, I used to do videos on Facebook, so some of you who may pop on may remember me from my videos from your friendly neighborhood Transgirl. And they were basically based off transgender rights and LGBT rights, that kind of stuff. Talk discussion points, really anything in that capacity, right? So I'm going to be doing these videos probably fairly frequently. I would imagine probably one a week maybe. Really just to figure out what I'm doing with the channel, what my goals will end up becoming, evolving to. I will tell you that I don't really have a direction yet. Just being fully honest, I'm not really prepared for this video. And the reason is because most of these videos are going to be raw. They're going to be off the cusp. They're not going to be pre-recorded, basically. Now, this one is pre-recorded. I'm going to specify that right now. The reason for that is I want to make sure that it catches my voice properly, that the camera's working properly. I've never done anything like this. I'm not technologically savvy. And should I find that this is working and I really like doing this and we're getting some discussions going, we're getting some topics discussed, getting some things pushed out, I just repeated myself, don't do that. I will tell you that I have a condition called paraphasia. Now, paraphasia is not a big deal. It's not anything major. It just means that I mince up my words. I sometimes repeat myself. That is not intentional. It's honestly something that, for the most part, I can't control. So, get a good chuckle at it, laugh at it a little bit. It's okay. I will tell you that I have an idea for this channel. It's going to be focusing on just world issues, that kind of stuff. I will tell you that I also have some pretty strong opinions, but I do keep my opinions based in reason, science, and studying stuff. Like, I try not to say anything that I know is not true, and I try not to say anything that I'm not sure on. Now, if I do say something like that, I will always go back. I will research the topic more, if I get corrected on it, and I will address it in a future video, and I will specify that I was wrong on said item. Now, I will tell you that I don't know quite what we're going to do with this. It's either going to be about what our day-to-day lives are like, what it's like to be trans, what it's like to be shunned from society or welcomed to different parts of society, because I've been on both sides of that spectrum, right? I am 10 years into this journey. I am post-op transsexual. I've been on hormones for 5 years. I've worked very hard to get to the point where I am at life, and slowly but surely, I have found happiness. Transitioning was the best thing I've ever done, straight up. It changed my life for the better. I have a fantastic new apartment. I have a fantastic boyfriend. I have a fantastic career. I am from New York, so if I talk fast, you know why. Let's see, I'm an esthetician by profession. And I am really big on just being aware of what the world has to offer. Now, I'm a firm believer that we only have one life. Live it. Live it unapologetically, but do it safely. I don't care what you do, I just don't care what you do as a person, as long as it's not hurting anybody. It's between consenting adults. Those are my stances. Now, I am very big into human rights. I'm very big into understanding that all people should be created equal, as long as they're not hurting anybody. Now, I will tell you that I am for separation of church and state. I do not believe that any capacity that religion belongs in government, period. I don't believe that anybody has the ability to tell somebody else what they can and can't do with their body if they aren't harming anybody. I don't believe that it's anybody's place to tell somebody else what to do or not do with their bodies. So I'm sure you're getting an idea where I stand on a lot of these issues. Now, I will tell you, as a trans woman, I have discovered a lot of different things about myself and the world around me. I have discovered that the world is not black and white, and more often than not, the world treats issues as though they're black and white, and it just doesn't work that way. What we end up coming across is situations where both sides are wrong and right at the same time, and nobody gives any compassion towards each other. So I will tell you that I'm a pacifist, and I believe in as little violence as possible. Granted, I know true pacifism means no violence, period, but I understand that self-defense is sometimes necessary. Believe me. There are a lot of YouTubers out there that I quite respect. I will drop a couple ones. There's Blair White, There is Jimmy Snow, Godless Engineer. Those are all different people that I have watched their channels for quite a bit now, and they all have points that I agree and disagree with. I'm not necessarily for or against all of their things. They each have their own topics. Now, Godless Engineer I'm really, really fond of because he tries to keep things in the realm of reality. He's kind of goofy, though. But that banjo, man, or guitar, or whatever you call that thing, dude, killing it. But not that you'll ever see this video because I have zero followers. Hopefully that'll change, but we'll see. I apologize for this video being so rabid and all over the place. It's more so just a test, if you will. I'm testing to see if there's any interest, really. I'm testing to see if the video quality is okay, if the audio is okay, if I need to get a headset. If not, we'll decide that in the future. So leave comments below, subscribe, ring the bell, as they say. We'll see what comes and what does come of it. Now, I'm sure you'll start to see a character evolve. I like to be playful, I like to have fun, but I also can be kind of serious. I am a bit camera shy. So this was at the behest of another friend. This was her going, Shelby, you're such a likable person. Go do a video. Sure. And then I was like, never did. And she's like, Shelby, do the video. All right. I guess here we are. So I would like to address multiple topics. I'm not one to want to stick to one thing. I think that gets boring. It's dry. I understand a lot of people follow different channels for that reason. But I'm hoping that the mixture of topics will really, bring a new light on trans people. Will make people realize that we're not all that bad. That we're just human beings who happen to have a medical condition. Now, I know that last statement's going to get disagreed with. I know that last statement's going to cause some backlash, I'm sure. But I'm small enough right now that I might escape under it without as much little bullshit as possible. They'll go get it, though. It'll be like 4 years down the line when I get like 50 or 60 followers and people go, oh, yeah, that's a person. Let's go look at her videos. And they'll be like, Shelby. But no. I am a firm believer in letting doctors do doctors' jobs. I'm firm believer in letting medical professionals guide transitions and determine when and what is necessary for transition. Because I don't have a medical degree, and it's not my place to tell somebody else with a medical degree that they're wrong. Shut up. I will tell you that I am a firm believer that if I do get something wrong, I will fix it. You will also find that I probably repeat myself, because I think I just did. That is more of a result of my paraphasia. I sometimes forget what I say, or my brain will mix up words. My brain will pick words that sound the same and replace them. So, doing these videos raw is going to be a pain in the arse, because I know eventually my brain's going to sound stupid. It's going to spit out some words that are going to sound completely idiotic, and I'm going to be like, but bear with me. I will correct this possible. You have a good chuckle at my expense. I'm completely okay with it. I've dealt with it for years. But understand, you gotta have fun with it, Now, I am not one for sexual content, so you will see very little of that on my page. If the discussion comes up to some of the more detailed things about post-op trans, we will get into those in the video. Will be appropriately labeled and appropriately cited, as well as there will be misnomers on it that are going to... misnomers. See, my brain just did it. There will be annotations on it that will specify that this is for adult content only, because I don't believe kids should have knowledge in that capacity. I believe that should be for adults only. I believe that you are in charge of your own discretion, and that parents, it is on you to control your kids' content. I am a firm believer that it is up to the parents to make sure that what the kids are watching is appropriate at all times. So we will dive into those subjects in the future. For now, though, I think we're going to focus on GRSM topics, civil rights disagreements, maybe even some other political stuff in the world. I will try to keep it as unbiased as possible, but I will tell you that I do have some views on things, but I try to keep them in the realm of what is and what isn't the case. I spend a lot of my time looking into this stuff. I used to run a channel on Facebook called Your Friendly Neighborhood Transgirl. And over time, I just kind of pulled away from it. There is a bit of toxic nature in the trans community. And then I think that's really boiling down to a lot of the stuff that's happened in the world. Some people are building some animosity, and hopefully that changes. Hopefully, you and I'm only one. There's probably gonna be a lot of you in the future. Hopefully it'll be like, I don't know. If we hit like 200 to start, yeah, be 200 to a desk. So if we can hit that, that'd be cool. But we'll be talking on some topics that I have found in the community that could be toxic, things that have brought the community to where they are at, and the state of the world that we're in right now, as seen through a trans woman's eyes. Now, my goal really with this channel is to humanize trans people, to make you realize, make such a strong word, to help you realize we are not bad people. We are just somebody who happens to have a medical condition called gender dysphoria. And the medical way of fixing it is transition. Now, not everybody struggles from gender dysphoria, and there is some disagreement in what that means to be trans. We will cover that in the future. I have my own opinions on that. I try to keep my opinions based in science. So we will cross that bridge when we get there. Now, that topic is always a heated topic because, quite frankly, there's no clear-cut answer. So right now it really is an opinion thing, which is unfortunate because humans don't do well with that. We as a species struggle with non-absolutes. And it surprises me because we're so critical of thinkers, right? But no. So I'm going to let you put those thinking caps on. Think about what you would like me to talk about, topics you'd like me to discuss. I am open up to trying all sorts of different topics. We will find a direction for this channel eventually, but being this is the first video, and this first video is actually pre-recorded, again, to test it, I didn't really pick a name. So message me below. If you have me on Facebook and you're following me, message me there and we'll pick a topic. We'll see what happens. All right. So, as always, your friendly neighborhood trans girl. Have a nice day.